I don't just think that infrared heat and red light therapy can support migraine headaches, debilitating pain, inflammation, high blood pressure, skin conditions, cellulite, immunity, diabetes, Lyme's disease, stress, anxiety. I've witnessed at my center and received feedback from thousands over the years. Welcome to Homes That Heal, the podcast that transforms your life and home into a sanctuary of health, healing, and happiness. Hi, I'm Jen Heller, a wellness educator, infrared sauna expert, and your guide to living intentionally. Each week, we'll explore a variety of wellness tools, along with detoxification, weight loss, and anti-aging tips to boost your energy and align your mind and body so you can thrive in life, not just survive. Your health is your wealth, and it all starts at home. Let's dive in and create a home that heals. Hey friends, Jen here. I hope you're having an amazing week. Thank you for tuning in. I am actually on my way to Vegas this morning to attend a 2-day mastermind that I'm super excited for. If you want to see what I'm up to, hop on over to my socials. And if you haven't done so already, please like and follow Jen Heller Lifestyle, and you'll be able to see some pics later this week as to what's going on. I'll be honest, this opportunity is an interesting one, and it came up literally 2 weeks ago, and I didn't hesitate to say, hell yes. I never know exactly what I'm getting myself into in some of these adventures, but honestly, anytime I can be in a room with a bunch of forward-thinking leaders, I am all in. So like I said, hop over to my socials and like and follow if you want to see what I'm up to. Also, before we dive into what I really want to talk about today, I just want to take a minute to highlight and reflect on this amazing summer. It's not over yet, but we're running a corner into fall. But if you missed any of the August shows, please do yourself a favor and check them out. My mind was literally blown and my heart was so full after chatting with each and every one of my guests last month. They were all so incredible and shared literally life-changing information, therapies, and products. You guys, I have to just tell you, there are some days I honestly just sit at my desk and I stare outside with my hand on my heart and just awe of this unbelievable life I get to live and the people I get to talk to. This world is full of so many amazing people doing amazing things with amazing hearts. And I live in gratitude every day, just being able to be connected to them and share them with you. So if you missed any of the episodes in August, please go back. But here's a quick recap I want to share. Episode 60 with my personal mind shift coach, mentor, and dear friend, Peter Kollett, otherwise known as Polish Peter. He is one of the most influential people I know. He's got an amazing heart, an amazing story about coming to America when he was 14. Plus, he has a fantastic book launching this month. Do yourself a favor, take a listen. It's super inspiring. And go ahead and grab his book. Episode 61 with Jerry Maguire from Purify Labs. Not the Jerry Maguire, but a close second. Purify is not only the purification system I have entrusted in my home, but Jerry shared some mind-blowing information and statistics about the air we breathe in and outside of our home, plus how to fix it. Purify has created the most cutting-edge, effective system, and it's super easy to install. No more portable plug-in devices, blue lights to figure out, filters to change, God knows when. This is a legit system that cleans your home's air, plus gives you that peace of mind. So I don't know about you, but when you buy things, you're like, is this thing really working? The answer in this case is yes. It's not only show you every single day, you can actually see the particulates in the air you're breathing. So it's pretty fascinating. So if you're struggling with air quality, dust, asthma, allergies, mold, unexplained health issues as it relates to possibly the air quality, tune into episode 61 and please call my friends at Purify. Okay, episode 62 with Brian Harris from Med Rhythms. You guys, this was probably one of the most fascinating and inspiring conversations I've had in a long time. I can tell you I was pretty much elevating off my chair talking to him. And I talk to a lot of people every day, all day. But Brian is the co-founder and CEO of the first ever FDA-approved music therapy program, specifically created to improve walking for those who have suffered a stroke or dealing with Parkinson's. Brian has quickly become one of my favorite people, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to be connected with him, not only personally, but with the people that I speak to and work with every day. This is a conversation that is worth sharing. The work they are doing is so incredibly inspiring. So please take some time to tune into the show and share it with anyone you know who is struggling or having mobility challenges. I truly believe they are creating a cutting edge therapy that is not just helping to restore function, but your overall quality of life. So, so, so important. Also, okay, spoiler alert, episode 66, it hasn't aired yet. It's going to be out next week. I just wanted to share it with Catherine Arnston from Energy Bits. This one is also fascinating. We talk about everything from detoxification, chlorella, spirulina, cancer, tumors, sleep, glowing skin, and everything in between. So be sure to check that out next week. We cover a lot. Okay, so this leads me to today's show, and I'll get right to the point. I want to share something with you that's not only been on my heart, but it's a long, long overdue explanation to clear up some confusion. We are going to talk about saunas and the fascinating sale going on, plus the burning and quite frankly confusing question floating around that I'm often asked. And that question is, Jen, why would I buy my Clearlight sauna from you instead of calling Clearlight directly? And I would say, you know what, Martha? That's a great question. Let me tell you why. First of all, it's important to know I don't work for Clearlight. I work with Clearlight, and I have for the last 15 plus years. I'm dear friends with the brains behind the brand and owner, Dr. Raleigh Duncan, but I own and operate my own wellness company, Jen Hiller Lifestyle, and I have for years. So if you're not familiar with everything I offer and you haven't done so already, please hop on over to my site, jenhillerlifestyle.com, to not just check out the sauna information, but there's resource guides, Jen recommends pages, home wellness checklist guide for harmonizing your home, plus a ton of great info on my personal connections. So that's all there on my site. But the bottom line is, I've been working with Clearlight for many years. I have a sauna in my home. I owned a wellness center and sauna studio with Clearlight saunas for many years. And I don't just think they're the safest, most effective infrared sauna on the market. I know they are because one helped save my life. And I don't just sell their products. I'm a wellness educator with nearly 2 decades of knowledge and experience in detoxification and sauna therapy. I've also had the joy and pleasure of working with thousands upon thousands of people all over the country and world. I don't just think it can detoxify and remove carcinogens out of the body. I know it can because I literally watched it with my own eyes, stain my white towels when I was insanely toxic with mercury and lead. I've also worked with numerous firefighters and witnessed black soot layer their body as they sweat. Let me just say, those are images I will never, ever forget, and what motivates me every day to connect with as many firefighters and first responders as possible. I also don't just think infrared heat can help you burn toxic fat and lose weight. I lost 125 pounds 15 years ago, and my sauna was a staple in my routine. I didn't just decide on sauna therapy as a side hustle. I quit my very stable HR job at Coca-Cola years ago and threw every ounce of my time, money, and energy, everything I had, to go all in and open a gorgeous wellness center and sauna studio that quickly became a pillar in the Madison, Wisconsin community. I don't just think that infrared heat and red light therapy can support migraine headaches, debilitating pain, inflammation, high blood pressure, skin conditions, cellulite, immunity, diabetes, Lyme's disease, stress, anxiety, and thoughts of suicide. I've witnessed at my center and received feedback from thousands over the years how it's positively changed lives. I'm talking drop you to your knees in tears of gratitude, life-changing stories. I don't just think infrared is a game-changing technology that supports fitness goals. I work with some of the most elite and well-known professional athletes in the NFL, NBA, MLB, CrossFit, and a ton of biohackers, wellness gurus, and entertainers that swear by their sauna routines and text me their incredible wins. I don't just think infrared saunas can improve your sleep. I used to lay awake at night for hours, knock myself out by staring at the TV, or drink a glass of wine or straight whiskey to relax my mind. Now, I lay my head down, and my body knows it's time to rest and restore. No devices or vices needed. My mind and body are clear and harmonized. I don't just think that infrared heat and red light therapy can help heal the body. I know it can. I had a paralyzing stroke shortly after I started my wellness journey. It paralyzed the motor function of my left arm, hand, leg, and foot, basically both extremities on the left side. I could walk, but my limbs basically dragged and my left hand was in a fist for years. This was the catalyst and biggest warning shot of my life. And although I struggled for years to understand the why, it is crystal clear now. And I thank God every day for this life and that it didn't kill me. If it did, I wouldn't be in your ear today on this platform, shining a bright light, encouraging you to make your health your biggest priority. Now more than ever, I think it's really important that we work with people that we know, like, and trust, which is why I feel compelled to share this with you today. So if it feels good to you or better to work with someone at Clearlight Sales Center, please do that. I'm just grateful you're getting a sauna. And at the end of the day, where you buy your sauna is totally up to you, and who you decide is your sauna resource is also totally up to you. I'm not in this business to sell you anything. In fact, when people ask me, do you sell saunas? I usually laugh, or I usually pause and just say, yeah, I can help you purchase a sauna. How can I help? I also know a lot of other sauna companies and can help with that as well. I think we're all a little tired of being sold these days. So I just like to choose my words carefully. At the end of the day, yes, I can sell you a sauna, but I'm not going to sell you. I'm not a salesperson who's going to sell you anything. I'm also not an influencer who's going to influence you to buy something. I'm a wellness educator and a trusted resource in this community because wellness found me, and I want to help you find it. You can read more about me on my About page or on my site. I'm an open book, or you can listen to the very first few episodes of this show. But overall, my story is pretty raw and real. I was overweight, unhealthy, busting out of my size 22 jeans, living a toxic soup life in a toxic marriage. I was a 20-something-year-old who needed to get my act together, is basically what it was. And a paralyzing stroke and being called a fat pig by a drunk stranger are what shook me to my core. I decided in a gut-wrenching, monumental life moment, as I sat sobbing on a dirty bar bathroom floor, that I was going to change my situation. I decided that night I was no longer going to live with pain, agony, extra weight, burden, fatigue, and embarrassment. I went home that night after that drunk stranger embarrassed the hell out of me in front of my friends, and I decided that tomorrow I'm going to wake up, put the blinders on, and choose me. I was going to choose my heart, my body, my mind, my health, my well-being, and my soul. And since that day, I've been waking up every day with a burning desire to tell you and everyone I know how I did it, who helped me, and where to find those resources so that others can learn too. So, in a nutshell, why would you buy your sauna from me? I'm not selling you anything different that you can't get by calling Clearlight directly. It's the same sauna, shipped from the same location, same warehouse, with the same amazing lifetime warranty. Why you choose to work with me is because you want to be connected to me, my resources, and my inner circle. That's why. And as it relates to price, which is always a burning question as well, we have the same sale. So I don't offer anything different, and vice versa. Which, by the way, our fall sale is going on right now and is a fantastic time to get a sauna before we head into the winter season. I use my sauna all year long. I'm a heat warrior, 4 seasons of the year. But I know for many, it's particularly important during shorter days and colder temps that you have something that can be supportive to your body. If you know what you want, consider this your nudge from the universe to pull the trigger. If you don't know what you want and you're not sure, call me, text me, send me an email. I'm here for you and happy to help. My site, jenhellerlifestyle.com, also has all the details on the infrared sauna page, plus pricing and additional info on red lights and the other fabulous accessories. It's all there. Okay, friends, that's a wrap for this week. I hope that clears up the question. If not, obviously you can reach out to me and I can further explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing my show. Thank you for sharing my story with your friends and family. Thank you for subscribing, writing reviews, and tuning in. I love you all, and we'll be in your ear next week. Cheers. Okay, friends and fellow wellness warriors, thanks for tuning in today. If this show was helpful and inspired you, please head over to Apple or Spotify to rate, review, subscribe, and follow us, as well as share it with your friends and family. It's a fantastic way to grow the show, expand my reach, and teach others how to create a vibrant life they love. If you're ready to invest in your health and purchase a Clearlight sauna, hop on over to jenhellerlifestyle.com and send me a note. Thanks again for tuning in. I love you. I'm grateful for you. And I thank you so much for your support. You are the reason I do this work. You are the reason I do this show. And you are the reason I get up every single day with a burning desire in my soul. Cheers to your health and happiness, my friends. We'll see you next week. This podcast is for general information purposes only and is not intended to be substituted for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you think you have a medical condition, consult your licensed physician.